Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to take a closer look at one of the most talked about developments in the ongoing war, the introduction of the Extended Range Artillery Munition, better known as ERAM. Ukraine's use of this weapons system has sent shockwaves across the region, leaving Russian defenses scrambling and President Putin in a visible state of panic. To help you understand why ERAM has become such a game-changer, we will explore its design, its features, its performance on the battlefield, and why it is altering the balance of power in places like Crimea and Belgorod. When we first look at ERAM from the outside, it might not appear extraordinary at a glance. To the untrained eye, it could pass for just another piece of military hardware. However, the exterior design is both purposeful and advanced. Aerodynamics play a crucial role in allowing these projectiles to travel vast distances with minimal resistance. The shape of the munition reduces drag and stabilizes flight, which ensures that it can reach targets with far greater accuracy than older systems. This sleek exterior also makes it adaptable to different launch platforms, meaning Ukraine can integrate it with existing systems without major modifications. The importance of the exterior design cannot be overstated because this is what allows ERAM to carry out extended-range missions that were once thought to be beyond Ukraine's capabilities. Inside the system, the technology is both compact and efficient. The interior is designed for automation and reliability, reducing the workload on the soldiers who deploy it. For Ukrainian forces, this means they do not need a large crew to operate ERAM. A smaller team can manage the launch process, which makes it easier to move quickly and avoid counter-strikes from Russian artillery. The guidance systems and electronic controls inside are cutting-edge, ensuring that once launched, the weapon remains locked on target with minimal deviation. The interior is not flashy, but it is highly practical, built with the demands of modern warfare in mind, where time, accuracy, and stealth are critical factors. Performance is where ERAM truly demonstrates its value. Unlike many traditional artillery systems that are limited in range, ERAM can strike targets well beyond 150 kilometers, a distance that puts previously safe Russian positions directly in Ukraine's crosshairs. This extended reach allows Ukraine to disrupt supply routes, command centers, and ammunition storage facilities that Russia had assumed were out of danger. In recent weeks, reports suggest that ERAM has been deployed effectively against positions in Crimea and Belgorod, creating what military observers have described as kill zones. Russian troops and infrastructure in these regions are now constantly under threat, forcing Moscow to divert resources and rethink its strategy. The precision of ERAM means that even moving targets can be engaged with a high chance of success, giving Ukraine a psychological as well as tactical advantage. Safety features may sound like an unusual term in the context of weapons, but they are very relevant here. ERAM is engineered to limit unnecessary destruction. Its advanced guidance systems are designed to reduce collateral damage, ensuring that strikes are concentrated on legitimate military targets. This minimizes risks to civilian populations, something that older, less precise systems often failed to achieve. By hitting specific assets with accuracy, ERAM not only increases Ukraine's effectiveness but also helps maintain a level of moral high ground in the conflict. For Ukraine, demonstrating that its strikes are both powerful and controlled is an important part of the larger battle for international support. What makes ERAM stand out among modern weapons is its combination of range, precision, and cost efficiency. These three factors together create a unique selling point that no other single system in Ukraine's arsenal could provide. In the past, Ukraine had to rely heavily on Western-supplied systems like HIMARS to hit targets deep behind enemy lines. Now, with ERAM, the country has an independent capability that enhances flexibility. It is stealthy enough to be launched without easily revealing the operator's position, accurate enough to hit critical targets with minimal waste, and affordable enough to be deployed in significant numbers. This unique balance makes it a nightmare scenario for Russian planners, who now face threats in areas they once considered safe. The cost of ERAM remains somewhat of a guarded detail, but analysts believe it is significantly cheaper than conventional long-range missiles. This is one of its greatest strengths because affordability means sustainability. Ukraine does not need to carefully ration each strike in fear of running out of expensive munitions. Instead, it can use ERAM with greater frequency, continuously keeping pressure on Russian positions. This steady use of long-range precision weapons erodes Russia's ability to resupply and regroup, stretching its military thin. From a financial and logistical standpoint, ERAM represents not only an upgrade in firepower but also a strategic investment in Ukraine's long-term defense. The broader implications of ERAM's deployment are enormous. Crimea, which Russia has occupied since 2014 and has tried to fortify heavily, is now no longer secure. With ERAM's extended range, critical assets in the peninsula are suddenly exposed, undermining years of Russian efforts to fortify the area. Belgorod, a Russian region across the border, also finds itself vulnerable. Once considered a rear area for supplies and reinforcements, Belgorod is now a dangerous place for Russia to stockpile equipment or stage operations. The ripple effect of this is that Russia's overall war effort becomes more fragile. Soldiers, supply officers, and commanders alike now operate with the fear that at any moment, a precise and devastating strike could land in their midst. From the Ukrainian perspective, ERAM does more than just add firepower. It is a symbol of technological progress and resilience. Each successful strike boosts morale among troops and civilians, reinforcing the idea that Russia's dominance can be challenged. On the other side, for Putin and his inner circle, every ERAM launch is a reminder that their assumptions of control are slipping away. Panic is not too strong a word to describe the reaction in Moscow, as leaders scramble to find ways to counter a weapon that is both cost-effective and highly lethal. Attempts to strengthen air defenses in Crimea and Belgorod have been rushed, but Ukraine's ability to adapt and strike unpredictably keeps Russian defenses stretched thin. In conclusion, ERAM is far more than just another tool in Ukraine's arsenal. It represents a leap forward in the way modern warfare is being fought in this conflict. With its aerodynamic exterior built for range, its compact and efficient interior, its powerful battlefield performance, and its precision safety features, ERAM has quickly established itself as a decisive factor. Its unique selling points of range, precision, and affordability make it stand out as a weapon that changes not just tactics, but strategy. The price advantage ensures Ukraine can keep using it without straining resources, which makes it a sustainable option in a long conflict. As we have seen, the results are already shaking Russia's confidence, with Crimea and Belgorod transformed from safe strongholds into highly dangerous kill zones. For Ukraine, this means stronger defense, greater leverage, and renewed hope. For Russia and for Putin, it means sleepless nights, growing panic, and the realization that nowhere is truly out of reach anymore.